FSD, everyone, version 14 Lite is coming. You know what sucks about it though? When that thing is released, I'll be making videos on YouTube for a year. Everyone, welcome back into the channel. Autopilot East here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing, y'all. Appreciate y'all as always. Like I say that every single day, every single time I'm on. Everyone, we got a next destination up here in terms of where we're going. So I'm ready. Tron's ready. FSD is ready. I hope you all are ready too. Man, let's see this thing. And I'll tell you all about this as we get this thing going. All right, so kind of stopped here, plug in FSD there, and FSD rolls off here from the stroller there, still close to that car there. But for those of you being on the channel, y'all kind of know already that FSD has been like this on this version 12.6.4 already. Got a stop sign here. Everyone got to make the right turn here. And probably going to post up here for a little bit here. Oh, that's a little bit better of a post up there, and no one in sight, and we do make the right turn here. And now we got some slowage here, which is, don't know why we have the slowage. We have a car up here, but it still doesn't matter why we have the slowage right there. But okay, so got another car coming, but FSD is okay with that one there, but still kind of slowage, a little sluggish here. Okay, everyone. So everyone, destination we gotta get to today is that we gotta go, everyone, to Brick and Dough in Montclair. For those who've been on the channel, everyone, you already know Montclair is a city in Jersey here that, oh my goodness, everyone, I love going to, everyone, because they got a bunch of different spots there and a bunch of different spots that I haven't been to yet on the channel. So we definitely gotta go there. Got some stoppage here. And everyone, it is a little drizzle out here, which is actually going to be raining on the destination here. We got to go straight through. We got to go straight through the stop sign here. FSD inches out there, no one in sight here, and it's still it's a little bit hesitant here. There's no kind of debris or nothing on the car, on the cameras, but this is kind of strange day today. Okay, it seems like it's like kind of just hesitant there to not kind of make the move there. But all right, everybody, so that's where we got to go to today. It's spot in Montclair here. Now, everyone, why did I choose this place right here called Brick and Dough? Got a stop sign here, everyone. Got to make the right turn here. Actually, let me wait on that, everyone. On that thought, let's see how FSD makes this right turn here. Stops there here. Okay. Now we keep proceeding here. And there's no one in sight to the left. And, oh, my goodness, I got to press the accelerator there. Oh, my goodness. There's no one in sight. And I gotta press the accelerator. Oh my goodness, everybody. It's gonna be, oh man. Forget it. I was about to say something, but it's okay. Okay. Man, oh my goodness, I gotta press the accelerator there. Okay, everyone, so why did I choose this place? Now, I've been to this place, everybody, one time. And with my wife, and it was really good. And I was like, man, I gotta do this on the channel, everyone. Because the interesting thing about this place, everyone, is that they had a cheese stick, everyone. That was the longest cheese stick that I think I've ever seen ever. Now, it kind of reminded me, everyone, of the breadsticks at Pizza Hut there that are about 5 inches long there in length. But this one looked like, everyone, it was a little bit longer than the Pizza Hut breadstick. So I was like, oh my goodness, I got to bring the measuring tape here to kind of see how long this thing actually is. I brought the measuring tape, everybody. I'm not playing around. Because that thing was humongous. I wasn't even expecting it. And I'm like, man, I gotta go back to this spot and see for myself again how long this thing actually is. Okay. Now everyone, they do have some pizzas there, of course, that I tried before. Kind of similar to like a Napolitan-ish pizza that's similar to Raza, but cheaper. Which is kind of interesting, cheaper than the $26 pizza at Raza, which might be a little bit more higher than that. Everyone, we got to make the left turn here to Parkway North here. Look at this GPS here. We got to disengage here, everyone, because that doesn't make any sense to the GPS. Look at that, everybody. Tell me if that makes any sense. Why don't we go straight through, go to 22, come back around, and then make the entrance right there when we can make the left right here, as this car is doing right here. And I got to manually do it here because the fact that FSD ain't going to do it. Man, that don't make no sense. And now we can press FSD here. Now we can get back on FSD here because of the fact that now it's reading, oh, okay, we're going to make the left turn here. Can't make it up. But I digress. Okay. So everyone, they got, of course, what do they serve here? They got the pizza there, the breadsticks. They do serve some chicken wings, too, as well here. And everyone, I don't know what it is, but I know some of y'all probably feel like, man, this dude only thing he does on the channel is pizza. And everyone, if you're new here, great. You're like, man, this guy does pizza. I'm so glad I subscribed to his channel. But everyone, I'm a little bit more versatile than that. I can assure you, those who keep coming back, okay? I can assure you, everyone, we're gonna hit it there, everyone. In terms of the next kind of episodes, everybody, from here, we're gonna get a little bit better here in terms of the spots I gotta go to. I got a nice spot, everybody. I'm coming up in a week here, which I'm looking forward to here, because I've never seen what I'm about to show y'all. And it's actually, everyone, a dessert, everyone, at that. Okay. But yeah, everyone, we're on a parkway right now. We're in standard mode here. I don't know how it's going to be on a parkway here on this drive today, but we're going to have to wait and kind of see here. Okay. So everyone, they serve some pizza. And again, it's kind of similar to the Raza there. If those who've been on the channel, you kind of know Raza. For those who haven't, I'll probably put the link up there, up at the top, everyone, so y'all can check that out there. But everyone, similar to Raza here, they kind of really specialize in high quality, locally sourced ingredients. And then they try to make this thing handcrafted with care in terms of their dough here, and making it with chefs here that actually know what they are doing here. So they try to use some unique flavor combinations, try to really put out there just a creative sort of menu too as well. And one of the things that they mentioned on the website here, everyone, is, and I thought this was actually kind of interesting, they say they offer their customers an unforgettable pizza experience. Unforgettable, everyone. That's a big word to use, everyone, when they say about a pizza experience here, because there's a bunch of pizza spots in New Jersey, New York, everyone. So how are you creating an unforgettable pizza experience here? Oh my goodness, I gotta see what this is. Now, everyone, what I'm going to do on the channel here today is that when I go there, definitely going to pick up, everybody, the cheese stick, of course, with the sauce, because I forgot the sauce last time. And I'm definitely going to pick up there a gluten-free pizza. Yeah, I know. I said, everyone, I feel like I've been missing, when I do pizza spots, I feel like I've been missing my gluten-free friends out there on the channel. So I gotta do a gluten-free pie by today and see if it's actually different than a regular sort of pizza here. Interesting enough, everybody, is that they do the gluten-free pie here, and they do it in a Detroit style. So that's the only way you can get a Detroit style pizza, is if you do the gluten-free pie that they do have. That sucks for those who actually want like a normal, just standard pie that's not gluten-free, everybody. But I'm like, man, I want to see for myself, does this gluten-free pie, does it taste really, really good? I wonder if it does. I've never actually, everyone, had a gluten-free pizza before. So I'm going to try to leave my critique not too much. But yeah, we'll see. Now, everybody, with Brick and Dough, right? I checked the reviews online, okay, on Google here. And they got about a 4.6 out of 473 reviews here. So it definitely means that they're doing really well. And I think the spot is fairly new in terms of, I think they just opened this year, I think. And so far they're just doing really, really well. And I think it's because of the experience that they are creating with their pizza. And so, yeah, I mean, it's going to be, I got to see, everyone, how this thing, in terms of consistency is. If I come on like a regular day, are you going to make it the same exact way if I came today? Even if it's like weeks at a time, months at a time, right? I feel like it's so hard to do a place that is consistent. And it's so tough. And man, people love consistency, everyone, because they want the same exact thing that they ordered to have that similar sort of experience here. So I want to see, again, everyone, how their consistency is, because now it's going to be, that's definitely what I'm looking for here, more so than like how the taste and everything like that, the presentation is. Okay, everyone, we gotta talk. We got 9 minutes more left here. Everyone, we gotta talk about some Tesla news here. Okay, two important things I would say with Tesla news. The first one, everyone, is that Tesla actually, for I think the first time that I've been rolling in a Tesla since 2022, everyone, is that Tesla currently has a physical recall. Usually everyone, when they have a recall, it's more so like a software kind of update here, but they're actually doing like a physical recall here, which affects about 12,963 vehicles here, which includes about the 2025 Model 3s, and some sort of Model Ys here. And it's really more so, everyone, like a defect in the battery. And in terms of like the battery might fail here. And so, which caused the vehicle to lose power, which is not going to be a good thing, everyone, especially if you're riding in a battery powered car and the thing kind of messes up with the battery, which is the main component of how the car functions. Definitely have a recall that needs to be addressed there. So they're doing that recall, everyone. Yeah, I mean, think about it, everyone. It seems kind of a lot, like over 12,000 cars, but in actuality it's not, because Tesla alone this year has produced about 1.2 million. So I think it only affects about 1% of the total vehicles so far, which is interesting, because every time you see a recall, everyone, with Teslas, everyone thinks like, oh, like this is why I'm not getting an electric car, because of that. But everyone, again, there's recalls that happen with every car, I would say. But I feel like when it's an electric car, I think it gets a little bit more shame and a little bit more criticism, unfortunately. But that's where we are, okay? The other important thing, everyone, which I am actually so excited about, is that FSD, everyone, version 14 Lite is coming in Q2 2026, everyone, for Hardware 3 cars. Oh my goodness sakes. Everyone, you don't know how excited I am. Think about that, everyone, what I just said. Version 14 Lite. So currently, everyone, Hardware 3 vehicles, we're still on this 12.6.4, which is supposedly, everyone, the light version of version 13, which is on the Hardware 4 car, supposedly. Okay? But now Tesla's like, yo, we're not gonna remove FSD in terms of keeping the updates going for Hardware 3, and this is why they're putting on the light version of version 14 in Q2 2026. Now, everyone, if you think about this, everyone, you know what sucks about it, though, is that when that thing is released, I'll be making videos on YouTube for a year. Do y'all know there's not been an FSD update for Hardware 3 vehicles in over a year? That is insane. That's how long it's been, everybody. And man, I'm so excited about this, everyone. And I don't know how they're going to do it. I know it's got to be the light version, everyone, because Hardware 3 vehicles just don't have the computer computational power as Hardware 4. Okay. And so they've got to do something that's going to be a light version of it, which I don't know how they're going to do it. Okay. I really don't. It's going to be interesting to see as soon as that thing is released, everybody. Man, I'm going to drive that thing till the wheels fall off on that FSD on this little car here, everyone, because I got to see what is the difference here. Because I've been missing out on version 13 and version 14 as released to Hardware 4 vehicles, but I can't just have it because of the fact that we're still on Hardware 3 and they haven't updated from 12.6.4. So, man, I'm so excited about this, everyone. I really am, and I know, everyone, it's not. I'm trying to lower my expectations about it because I know it's not going to be everything that I want. Because of the hardware requirements and the limitations of Hardware 3, okay? So I think Tesla is going to continue to keep updates coming with the Hardware 3 up until they reach full autonomy, okay? I have no problem with that. I have no issue with that whatsoever. Just keep the updates coming. That would be nice, okay? Now, everyone, we got about 4 minutes, everyone. I know I could talk a lot more about this subject, everyone. But here's my wish list, right? If I had to put a wish list together of things that I want for that light version of hardware 14 to be, you know what I want it to be? It's got to be the following, everyone. Can hardware 3 finally read emergency vehicles? Can it do that? Can it finally do that? Can FSD version 14, can they finally not get so close to cars? Can we have that going? Can we do that, please? Can it finally, everyone, address issues with running the red light? Everyone, I'll link up a video up here, everyone. But everyone, I'm not playing with that video, everyone. This car right here, version 12.6.4, ran a clearly visible red light. That can't happen ever, okay? Can it do that? Like, that's my wish list here. So I got some other ones here, everyone. Can we stop the slowage here when it makes some turns? When it makes a left or it makes a right? Can the slowage be a little bit more smoother? Can it finally, everyone, like, just do those basic things? Like, that's what I'm wishing. I mean, of course, there's others like Smart Summon and Auto Park being a little bit more clearer, fixing just some redundancy and just some overall just fine tuning of it. And just FSD just making some like random turns when the GPS says go straight and FSD just makes a right turn. And you're like, the GPS says go straight. Why are you making a right turn all of a sudden? Because you want to follow the leader. Like, can it do that? Everyone, that is my literally wish list, everyone, for version 14. And I could go on more, but I think those are the things here that I'm like, yo, please. Like, if there's no other one that has that changes, like the three that I think out that list there is definitely like reading the emergency vehicles. Like, that has to be a priority. I believe it does. I think it does, because there can't be an ambulance or something, some sort of emergency vehicle behind us, and we still keep going like this a regular car. We got to pull over to the side. That's got to happen. Okay, that's just got to happen. The running the red lights, I think that's an issue that has to be solved. I believe it is. You can't just have a car that runs red lights. That can't happen. Even if there's no one out there, that just cannot happen, everybody. It just can't. I don't think it can. So I think those two things, everyone, in total, I would say are gotta be the ones, everyone, that Tesla has to address somehow, some way in version 14 next year. The light version of it. It's gotta be. I believe it does. Okay? Everyone, let me know in the comments if I'm missing anything. Let me know, what are your other thoughts? Like, what do you think should also be included in that? I'm curious to know, everyone, especially for those who are running the hardware 3 vehicles here. I'm curious to see, everyone, what your thoughts are, because I put that list together, everyone, just being on the channel, everyone, for almost a year now, next year, and riding this thing every single week, everyone. Those things I think are definitely got to be out there. Okay, everyone, we got the green light here, and we're coming up to our destination here. Everyone, the other thing I don't like about this area right here, especially on this particular street here, is that the parking is trash. Okay, let me not say that. Not trash, everybody, but I'm saying, like, once you get past this little area here, it's always difficult to find a little park there, okay? Because you can't even park in the New Jersey Transit there. And then you always have, like, since there's so many different stores here, the parking here is just messy. And you can always park on a side street here, but sometimes it's a little bit difficult getting there, getting over there. And we got some pedestrians here, which FSD is going to stop for. Thank goodness. Even in the rain, it got it right. That was good. But yeah, the parking here is just, man, it's messy. It's messy. This person's opened up the door here. It's messy. All right, everybody. So I'm going to try to find a park, everybody, and I'll see y'all soon. Everyone, welcome back here to the channel. Autopilot Eats here. Everyone, I picked up the items here that I was talking about here. Okay, look at the cheese stick here that we have here. Everyone, I kid you not, this is the longest cheese stick that I've ever seen. And look, I got the measuring tape here just to prove this thing. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This thing is Oh, wow, everybody. This thing is 7 inches. That's how long this thing is. I kid you not. This thing is 7 inches here. Everyone, this is longer, everyone, than the Pizza Hut breadstick here. I'm not lying to y'all. Y'all come here for yourself and you check this thing out here. And everyone, I got the marinara sauce here. Had to get this marinara sauce, everybody. And then, of course, everybody, I had to get everyone the gluten-free pie, the pepperoni pie, when I talked about. This right here, everyone, actually looks really, really good. I'm not even gonna lie, because you got the pepperoni there, you got the little square there, Detroit style there, and man, they got a bunch of pepperoni on this thing right here. I gotta see, man, how thin it's good. Man, we got a lot of food here, but everyone, let's do the cheese stick here. Everyone, the cheese stick here looks amazing. Look at the cheese there. The cheese is burnt on the top there, and man, this thing is good. And the bottom there, everyone, you can tell it's a little bit greasy. It's definitely greasy there. That's for certain. I gotta say, everyone, this cheese stick here, one looks pretty good. I don't want to say it looks better than the cheese stick that I reviewed before here, everyone, at Emily's there in New York. But this looks on the money. Okay, man, this is wide. All right, let's taste it. Yeah, everyone, this cheese stick is consistent from when I had the first time, and I gotta say, one, this thing is chewy, it's doughy, and it's got the good amount of cheese on this here. Got a tad bit of little crunch there. You buy it in the first time there, everybody. But that thing is on point. I don't know what kind of cheese they put on this here, but this cheese is outstanding. Okay? That thing is outstanding. It's on the money. Let's try and say one with the little sauce there. Let's dip that in there. This sauce, everyone, looks a little bit soupy to me. I don't know. Why is everybody making this soupy marinara sauce? Okay? Why can't it be a little bit more thicker? The marinara sauce, everybody, is not is nice and warm though. I actually like that there. Okay, but it's not. It's a little bit not too thick. It's a little bit soupy for me, and you could tell he's definitely these tomatoes here was crushed here. It's not sweet, but it's kind of like right in the middle there, where it's kind of between the sweet and kind of a bit of a salty there. But you don't really taste the salt there. I mean the sweetness there to it here. But I think I like the sauce. I think the sauce is okay, but actually, everybody, I think you can go with this without the sauce, everybody, and that thing's still on the money. I believe it is, everybody. Not even going any further, everybody. I'll put my review up here, everyone, at the end, as you all know. But I think this, hands down, everybody, is 9 out of 10 for sure. Okay? It's 9 out of 10 just on the cheese stick alone. Okay? Let's open up, everybody, this pizza here and rip off one of these little slices here, this little gluten-free pie, and see how good this good thing is here. Now, you got a bunch of pepperoni on there, everybody. Look at that pepperoni. Wow. And the Detroit style there, which is a little bit raised there. I don't know how they made this gluten-free, everyone. But this looks amazing here. And you can tell everybody's gluten-free because on the box they put gluten-free on it there, on a little tag there. Let's try it and see how good this thing is. The sauce, everybody, on this is definitely on the money for certain. And the little pepperoni on here, little cup pepperoni there. Is actually pretty good. Yeah. Everyone, the cheese on this, everyone, is good. You can't really taste the cheese though. You can taste a little bit of the of it, but you can't really taste the cheese there, everybody. But the dough here is definitely chewy. And everyone, I gotta say, everyone, this is probably the best gluten-free pie that I've ever had. And it's the only one I've ever had. Okay. That's how crazy this thing is, everyone. I think this, everybody, for certain, everybody, I don't want to say it's a 10 out of 10, but man, it's close to a 10 out of 10. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, because you have the little pepperoni in there. It tastes great with the little pepperoni there, the little sauce on there, little cheese there, and a little crunch on the outside there. If you bought this pizza, everybody, and you usually don't do gluten-free, I don't think you would notice a difference. I don't think so. I don't know that's a big difference here outside of it's gluten-free. But if somebody gave this to me and said it wasn't gluten-free, and I just ate it, I'd be like, oh man, that's a great pizza, actually, everybody. What is it? And they'll be like, oh, it's gluten-free. I wouldn't even know. That's how good this thing is here. Okay. So for a gluten-free pizza, everybody, I think this for certain everybody is 9, 10, or at least a 10 in terms of taste. Presentation's on the money here. I'll put my critique up here, everybody. But so far, everybody, what I have with these little two items right here, I think this is the place that you have to go to. You have to run there. You have to be there. If you're in the area, try to get there as soon as possible because, oh my goodness, everybody, I think this place is rocking. Especially with this, I wish this Detroit style pizza, everybody, wasn't just for gluten-free, but being that it is and it's gluten-free, I still love this thing. Man, this thing is good. All right, y'all. Y'all heard it here first, okay? And you can't say, I didn't tell y'all so. All right, I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'll see you.